Audrey Hepburn once said, "The beauty of a woman is not in a facial mode, but the true beauty of a woman is reflected in her soul." Today I have with me a woman that is knowing so much about beauty that she's here to tell us a little bit more about the philosophy of beauty. I have none other than Lulu Ndevu from Estee Lauder, the Communications Manager for South Africa and Sub-Saharan Africa. Lulu, welcome.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
Lovely to have you. The search for beauty, the ethereal beauty that we're all looking for. We look for it in products, we're looking for it in plastic surgery. But what do you think women are looking for?
I think women are looking for confidence, to be quite honest. I think when you're confident, you feel beautiful. When you're beautiful, you feel confident. So it's a combination of both. And it's amazing to work, and it's actually a privilege to work for a company like Estee Lauder, where you get to see really what women, are seeking. But there's nothing as beautiful as just watching a woman sit on a chair and they put on lipstick on her and she feels beautiful immediately. So yes, products do play some role.
They do, they do. I mean, what you're saying takes me back to when we were kids and you'd run back into your mother's closet where she leaves her cream and you just want to actually try out to see what's going to happen to yourself. So the infatuation of looking for beauty starts when actually a person is young.
It starts from when they're very young. It starts from their mother. It could be an older sister, an aunt. Beauty is, you create your own icons as you're growing up. I know my little girl is 5 years old, and every time I'm putting on my face, I call it, she's always around and trying stuff with me. So it's very important, and beauty, though, is defined. It could have been your grandmother, for example. The way she used to tie her hair, the way she, and the way her shoes were so perfectly polished. So when she's walking to church, you look at your grandmother and you're like, now that is beautiful. So of course, when you grow up, you take a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and then make it your own. But we are educated by our mothers. We are educated by our older siblings or aunts.
It's amazing, actually, from what you just said now, how, even without thinking, somebody's always watching us, watching what we do and what we say, and we're always influencing somebody. I think we need to tap into that, and this is why we're having these meaningful conversations, because women are afflicted and affected by many things. We're a great species, you know that. Very strong, very dynamic. Yeah. But as we grow up, a lot of things take away and pluck away from our confidence, the thing that you're talking about. Yes. And what I like is the fact that you are, in a space where you can actually start to assist a woman in their healing process when they have had that confidence being broken down. And I guess that's what we're trying to get to. How do we start to take the beauty from the inside into the outside and vice versa?
I think the conversations as women that, we should be having, it starts from there. It's great that you and I are having a conversation. I wish these conversations could be multiplied outside. I wish we could have women getting together and just talking and being. Oh, no, don't get it wrong. We love shoes, but really, our conversation only going to be based around shoes, around bags, around, all the material stuff that is really neither here nor there. We have a responsibility for the girl child. You and I were talking earlier about, what are we saying to the 20-something-year-olds? What are we saying to the 19-year-olds? What are we saying?
Who are watching us, as you say, without us actually realizing.
I always say to people, I always say to my friends, everybody, that every day is a red carpet day for Lulu. Every day is a red carpet day for me.
Wow.
Every day from the moment I wake up in the morning and I feed my soul with my walk and my run, because that's my time to meditate and being alone, to the way I put on my clothes, to the makeup I put on. I know I'm preparing for my red carpet.
Wow.
So because someone is watching me, someone is looking at how is she doing that? People, whether it's at the airport, what foundation are you wearing? I'm very glad that I always then say double wear Estee Lauder, which is great. Lovely, lovely, lovely company. Yeah. But people are always watching. So are you mindful of what you're doing? Are you careful? Are you truthful? You know, so authentic.
Yeah.
Are you? You know, because you never know. You never know who's watching and how they can use it.
Just reminds me of that old adage, one life begets another. Each life begets another, whether you know it or you don't know it. But you know, I want to tap to what you spoke about earlier about how you prepare for your day. I mean, obviously, in your world, there's a beauty regime.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of women's world, there's a beauty regime. But prior to the beauty regime, there's almost a preparation of the spirit that you do. Yours is walking or running. You know. I certainly also have my own, where every single day, even though I've got like children, I close myself in my room and I ask, you know, I say, God, bless this day, make this day perfect in every way. Let me actually show up because you've given me an invitation for another day. I want to show up. But I think that preparation also then goes into how once you've put on that makeup, how beautiful you feel. So it's a package.
It's a package.
It's not just the beauty regime.
No, it's not a beauty regime. You're absolutely right. It's like a prep talk, isn't it, to yourself?
Yeah.
It's a prep talk to yourself to prepare your soul, to prepare it for everything else then that is going to come on. Sometimes, actually all the time, even my skincare, because it doesn't only start with makeup. Even the way I wash my skin, you know, the regime is I cleanse. You know, if there's makeup remover, I remove my makeup. I cleanse. After I cleanse, I tone. After I tone, I use my serum. And then my moisturizer. But even that is preparation. Everything is always preparation. So I've prepared my skin before I put on my makeup.
Wow.
So I've given myself a prep talk, some confidence. I've boosted myself. I've gone for that walk or that run for what's about to happen, my clothes that I'm about to put on. Everything is done in preparation for something.
I want to talk to the relationship that Estee Lauder, your brand, has with the women who use your product. Because with the confidence, there has to be a position of trust. And for me, I think, you know, year on year, we're looking at advertising, we see that new products are coming out. How do you get to know what women really want to look beautiful?
Conversations. Conversations yet again. Estee Lauder for the past, recently, past couple of years, has been really involved in deep conversations with women around the world. You know, whether it is what women are looking for in a moisturizer, what women are finding their regime to be. Is it, do you want 9 products or do you want 5 products or do you want 1 product, one miracle cream? What bothers you? What are your concerns? The conversations are even getting bigger and more frequent in Africa and Sub-Sahara, which I love very much. What are Black women looking for in beauty? What describes beauty for us as Black women? The fact that most of us in our skin tones and we're a bit oily combination skin, you know, what products therefore are we looking for? The fact that we don't really necessarily have lines and wrinkles very early, but we do want to take care of the eye area. So what do we want in a product? So the conversations are getting deeper and deeper and more frequent. And women are speaking to us and saying, well, I'm concerned about adult acne. We never used to have adult acne before. My mother doesn't know adult acne. Why? Because our stress, our lives are different. You know, we live hectic lives, pollution, environmentally. But I'm concerned about adult acne. I'm concerned about, I want a foundation that lasts all day. I don't want to touch up my foundation.
I won't have time to touch
up.
I
won't have time to touch up. You know, we're mothers, we're career women, so you don't have time for that. But anyway, so the conversations are getting more and products are coming out because women are telling us now what they want.
That is fantastic. Education of products is very important as well, how to utilize them. And we were speaking earlier with Chris, your national makeup artist, that a lot of it is about getting women to actually understand what they have in their hands when they have products. So they're telling you what they'd like to see, you're responding with creating the products, but at the same time there's also an added responsibility, I would say, that you have to actually educate them on how to utilize those very products. Because it's like almost like having a a very powerful miracle cream in your hand,
Yes.
but you don't know that, or you don't know how to utilize it, then it's a waste.
And it's a waste, completely.
It's a waste. So how do you give them information for them to feel empowered?
And that is a privilege. I love doing that. I love educating women about beauty. I just think women need to step up and ask more, you know, because I think sometimes cosmetics and beauty and all of that is very intimidating for women. So it is very intimidating. So, but when they do ask, when they do come through and say, look, I don't know what to do, I don't even know where to start with something like this, it is always a privilege, because you can just see how she immediately changes, and her confidence, we're back to confidence again.
Certainly.
Her confidence is back up. She's walking with the I know who I am attitude.
I trust what I have on my face.
I trust what I have on my face. I trust what I have, because this is a personal relationship, a product and my face. This is very personal. So when you Estee Lauder, you actually you're very close to someone, because, you know, this is something that I'm using every day, every night. So yeah, education is very important, so that, you know, women know exactly what to use and how to use it.
Lulu, it's a privilege for us to have you here on Owami Women's Deep and Meaningful Conversations. It's for us to try to unpack the conversations and not have them be just about beauty, but to realize, even in the conversation we've had, that it started off with beauty, it's gone into confidence, and it's gone into the woman, you know, the person inside. So it's almost like none of it is isolated. And a little bit of information is all we're trying to give. So women can know and feel empowered, like you say.
Feel empowered. At Estee Lauder, we always say, and our philosophy is, every woman can be beautiful.
Absolutely.
And Mrs. Lauder herself used to say, there are no ugly women, just lazy women. So take that time, put on that cream, learn about whatever product you want to learn about. Stop at the counter, the Estee Lauder counter preferably. Stop and ask. Go home, try the cream, try the products, put on a bit of color. It's amazing what it will do for you.
Earlier on, I was with Chris, your national makeup artist, and well, let's have a look at what he told us.